everybody. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Carly. Welcome to DMV Q&A with me, Curly. It's Tuesday night, right before Christmas. 3 days. How is it already almost Christmas? This is the uh, shortest long year ever. It feels like it's been 5 years since March, but it also feels like it's been 5 minutes since March. Like the year's almost over. I can't believe it. We are in a time warp, Storms McKenzie. I honestly feel like time has lost all meaning at this point. So, yeah, you guys, congratulations. You've hung in. You've hung in here this long. You've made it this far in this crazy year. So, congratulations. Hey, oh, Mrs. Beers, you're not Jenna anymore. I see. Probably because Jenna's not your name. Um, yeah, nice. Very nice new name. Fancy. Um, so yeah, Dom's Jamie. Of course, Jamie, I should have known you would be here for your dear special friend, Beers. Um, Jen is here. Dizzy, you're here always. I don't know when you sleep, but I'm guessing it must be when I'm asleep too, because I see you all the time. Oh, Zylock, nice to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, thanks everybody for being here. You're all fantastic. You're all wonderful. You have made this so much fun for me. It seems like um it seems like the guests are having fun too. So, if you're having fun, I'm having fun, they're having fun, I'm happy. I'm a success. I'm winning. It's amazing. BK, good to see you. Um Oh, okay. So let's talk about this situation. So, yeah, I'm trying glasses today because, wow, the computer is so much clearer. I normally don't have to wear glasses at the computer, at least normally before COVID. Oops, C word. Sorry, no more. Um, there's a little bit of a glare. If it's too bad, let me know and I'll just take them off. But as I mean, I can read. It's just more comfortable with them on. Um, let's see. So Christmas, year's almost over. How did we get here? Tonight, I'm very fortunate because Beers from Beers and Beats PDX is going to talk with me today. And I'm really grateful for that, for his time. Oh gosh, I didn't even ask if I sound okay. I'm assuming I do because no one has said anything. So at least I remembered to unmute my mic. That's something. Um, but yeah. So I guess we did announcements last week. I enjoyed them. So let's do announcements again. Um, Deck the halls with DNB, Team Drum and Bass, and Abstract AMCR. If somebody knows how to spell that and could shout him out in the chat, um, uh, uh, I would appreciate that. So Abstract ACMR is basically, I think, the one that really did the work to organize 4 days of continuous drum and bass streaming and continuous rating in and out and in and out um, of these streams. And I don't know about you guys, but I have had an absolute blast watching them. I've heard so much good music. I've seen so many good sets. Um, Everybody has been in such an incredible, happy, loving, giving, mushy kind of mood. Um, it's never been bad here, ever. But I feel like maybe it's because it's the holidays. Maybe it's because the year's almost over. Maybe we're all just like giddy at finding something positive in this crazy year. But all the vibes, all the feels seemed to be there this whole time. And so, yeah, big up to Abstract ACMR and all of the streamers and DJs that participated in this awesome event. I hope we do it over and over again. Um, oh, so this is interesting. I don't know how many of you guys saw it, but streamers and like the legality of streaming and copyright and DMCA and all of that has been kind of a hot topic. Well, Slurms, you did what? Oh my gosh. Wow, Slurms, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's amazing. You're my first tip. Thank you. We'll definitely be going into the Get Curly a Computer so she can run OBS fund, or as I like to call it, the Replace the Potato Laptop fund. Um, so, uh, yeah, so yesterday, or was it today? Um, the COVID relief bill passed in here in the US, and inside of that, they snuck in something called the CASE Act, which it's supposed to be, I think, ultimately about maybe making it easier for um, small content creators or intellectual property rights holders to um, pursue infringement on their copyrights. But there's a ton of clickbait out there about it and all of that, and I know that's something all of us are concerned about. So, um, if you want to learn more about that, um, Billy and the gang over at 916 Junglist are going to talk about it tomorrow night on their DJs Not DJing. So I've just put a shout to him in the chat. So if you want to click on that to follow him, they're going to talk about it tomorrow, and I'm sure it's going to be a really good discussion and really informative. I know. I know. I will be there. Beers. I think Billy said it best. Don't write a report about a book you didn't read. Absolutely. It is always easy to get upset about headlines, but um, he's dug in and he's reading the entire bill. I did a little bit of reading the bill today as well. Um, not a lot. I did have to work, but uh, yeah. Um, you know, uh, hey, this bill is mildly interesting and may have a small impact on things. Doesn't get people to your website to, stick around and get you advertising dollars. So, those juicy, scary, freaky headlines are much more sexy. Um, and then what else? Happy Christmas, solstice, Kwanzaa, Festivus, Hanukkah, whatever. End of this year. Um, I I have to tell you guys that um, I don't have to tell you that 2020 has been hard. But meeting all of you has been amazing. Being able to do this thing and hang out with you guys and talk with you has been amazing. I feel so blessed. And, in the middle of this dumpster fire of a year, there have also been some real blessings. And you guys are definitely, definitely a part of that. So, yeah. Anyway, um, let me do my intro and then we'll get Beers in here. So, Matty B is a veteran DJ and producer streaming on Twitch as Beers and Beats PDX. He also produces drum and bass. I want to talk to him more about that. His passions include craft beer, smoked meats, domestic and domestic adjacent animals, his lovely wife, and his beautiful children. Oh, and yeah, dinosaurs. He really, really likes dinosaurs. Sure, we're going to be talking about that. So, yeah, let me bring him in, and hopefully he's ready. Hopefully we don't surprise him. Matty B, what are you
Oi.
doing? What's up?
It's really easy to talk shit in chat, and now I'm on camera. And I can't be, licking people.
Yeah, it's super easy to be funny in chat too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one's actually looking at me.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, your mic is doing the thing again. Not constantly, but can you guys hear Beers all right? Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, maybe
I can't
Jamie
hear
can.
you well.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe Jamie can describe it better than I can and troubleshoot it, like what it could possibly be. You've changed cables, right, Beers?
I did not.
Okay. Well, if you want to change cables, I can mute you and take you out and talk with them, and then we can come back if you want. If
Yeah,
you think that'll
go
make a
for
difference.
that.
Okay. All right.
I'll
I'm
be
muting you
back in like a
now.
minute.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. Here I am thinking I'm on mute too. Yeah, Beers Mike was doing that earlier when we were doing our sound check, but it was intermittent. So yeah, we'll see. It's really weird. I've never had that happen before, but yeah, he's doing his thing. He's making it happen. He's the man. He's MacGyvering it. So oh yeah. So I should tell you guys there's a few of you here that I see on Saturdays sometimes. I am not going to do my show this Saturday, the 26th. I'm going to take Boxing Day off so I can spend it with some folks. I have a tight little pod here that we're all sort of rabid and uh, very vigilant about protecting ourselves. So the three of us will get together, three peeps, two households, and yeah. So yeah, I don't think the issue should be lag. Is he too quiet though? Because I can tell him to up the gain as well. Um, if I mean that would help. Period. Right? If he's too quiet. So so yeah, I will not be streaming on Saturday. But I didn't stream. Streamed this Saturday, but not the one before that. And I have to say, I really missed you guys. I was not feeling well, so so I didn't stream, and I really missed it, which is weird. Missed standing here for 2 hours, but you guys seem to like it, and I have fun, so awesome. I just put up a poll link in the chat. If you want to tell me about stuff you want us to do or talk about or whatever in the Saturday show, please feel free to go to that link and you can pick one of the ones that I thought of. Or if you hit other, it will give you an option to write in something. So make your vote count. Rock the vote and tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Okay, it looks like Beers is ready, so let's get him in here.
Me know.
Yeah.
I made the setup even more convoluted, and we'll see.
I think you are maybe still quiet.
I can turn it up. I have it super low, so I can turn it up as needed.
Okay, yeah, that's better for me, that volume. What do you guys think? Keep talking, Beers, so they can hear you.
Okay, so we get the Wadden, Brooklyn Soleil, Reflux, Curly Roller, of course, Beat Specific.
It'd be weird if I wasn't
OG,
here.
Slurmers Mackenzie. This is Beers and Beats, who's doing tech support right here.
Big
pointing
up.
at stuff that isn't on and going, is that the problem?
Yeah. Maybe it maybe it was the gate because I'm not hearing it now. So maybe you just did need to be louder.
Yeah, who knows?
Good call, Beats. We're in this together. It's a group effort.
Completely took everything apart because I thought she would be working and put it out in the kitchen. And then when she wasn't, I threw it all back together and didn't bother testing a thing.
Oh yeah. You and I were talking because what night did you start the punk stream? That was really new. Was that Friday? Okay. Yeah. For me, every time I do the stream, I have to like reconfigure a quarter of my apartment, and yeah, trying to do it like last minute is it's a little stressful. Yeah. So yeah, the game
easier when you don't have to take shit apart. When you have it all set up and your templates go, and then you can just hit stream and do your thing. Mm-hmm. I made the mistake of taking everything apart and thinking I could get it back together in one piece.
Mm-hmm.
Never works.
So Matty, let's go on the assumption that it might be the gate, and just maybe make sure, like if you need to move your mic, but just maybe get closer to the mic. Maybe that will help. I know, right? Hey, ooh, that was a very ASMR kind of moment there. Maybe we'll do the whole interview in ASMR, and then we could do a mukbang later and just chow down. Mukbang does not sound food involved, right? Or if it, you don't know what that is?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey. Well, first of all, let's talk about the fact that motorcycle just went by my house. Billy Lane was the first one to experience this. I don't know how thin the glass on my sliding glass door is, but it's really thin, and my apartment is it's right next to a street. So if weird stuff happens, then if you hear a car go by, I'm not about to be run over. It's just,
I can guarantee at some point my kid will be screaming about Fortnite.
Wicked. Yeah. So yeah, mukbang is basically people eating on stream and broadcasting it. That's as much as I've understood it. It doesn't
Oh,
interest me, so I haven't watched it.
cool.
Uh, I haven't watched it much, but now what I would watch is a smoker cam of you when you're tending to the slow and gentle and loving process that is barbecue. I would
Something
definitely be into that.
I talked to Deep a while ago, and he said try to get barbecue involved in the stream. And I
Yeah.
was like, barbecue takes like 12, 15, 18 hours.
Yes.
I could hit the stream button and let everyone just watch it go for 20 hours, but I don't think that would be very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It
what we
would.
did
It
think about is, sorry, we are going
no
to
no.
get a 24-hour goat cam.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, and it might be like a cool thing on like a YouTube video maybe to like film yourself every time you go out there to like deal with it, and then you could like piece it together and speed it up. People watch people see it or people see how it comes together. Hey Ellis, thanks for sharing the link to Terrace's record. We're all super excited for Terrace and his release on Amen Theory. And
Harris is a monster.
he is. He is a madman. So talented. But anyway, let's talk about you because you're so
Okay.
talented too. So, okay. Well, let's see. Trying to decide. No, we'll save that. We'll save that for later. So, tell us where you grew up because I know it was not in Portland, and that's
I
where you
grew
are
up
now.
in, I don't know if I should say it correctly or how you should say it, but North Shore, Massachusetts, aka the
Okay.
North Shore. Like only like 20, 30 miles north of Boston.
Okay.
Little town called Ipswich. It's,
Yeah.
little tiny little fishing town, and there's really nothing there. It's one of those you drive into it, you look at a store, and then you're on your way out.
Get gas, hit the ladies, whatever. You're on your way somewhere else.
Oh, we got
It's
solar
a
eyes. What's happening?
it's a drive-through town.
Yeah.
Does your family still live there
Oh yeah.
or in that area? I guess basically.
Everyone but my brother. He moved to Vegas like 20 something years ago.
Mhm.
So it's fun because when we go see my brother, we get to go to Vegas.
Yeah. So Beers, maybe try moving the mic a little bit so you're speaking right into it. That seems to be better than when
I
you're
turned it
not.
up a little bit also.
Yeah. Reflex. Did you tell me too? Does all your family have the accent?
My parents do really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Have they lived there their whole lives?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Born and raised, they would never leave. My dad, he'd be like, "Oh, I was talking to your mother the other day. She wants a new car." And I'll be like, "Oh, cool. Those aren't real words."
So, tell me how you ended up on the complete other side of the country.
My friends moved here 11, 12 years ago. And then
Okay.
I'm
Which
super
friends?
cool.
Who are these friends? Tell me about them. Like
Um,
college, high school.
oh, like elementary school.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool.
Like met them in 92 ish.
Okay.
That's another whole story. We, grew up together, moved apart, came back into contact in high school, both got into drum and bass, both got into production and DJing and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we rolled that out and then they moved here 2010. And then I got divorced and I was like, well, fuck this place. I'm going to Portland.
Mm-hmm.
And then here I've been 10 years or so.
Nice. Nice. That is a long time.
How did I meet Mrs. Beers? I moved here on June 28th.
Hey, Beers, try getting a little closer to the mic or turning it up. I think that might help.
Yeah, I'm really bad at staying in one spot.
There you go. There you go.
There we go. Okay, so I moved here June 28th of 2011. We went down to the Portland waterfront on 4th of July for the fireworks, and my friends invited her, and we sat next to each other for the first time July 4th under the fireworks.
Well, that's not romantic at all.
No, not at all. 10 years later, she's still stuck with me.
She still puts up with you. So was it an upgrade for you? Did you marry up?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Awesome. You guys are hilarious. I love that you're both here on Twitch together. And thank God she likes drum and bass, right?
Yeah,
like that would have been.
So we have her desk over there because she works from home. and then we have a little couch on this side. 9 times out of 10, she's on that couch during stream, except the punk stream. She's out of the room, not anymore. Not her deal.
Not feeling the punk. Okay.
Nope, not at all.
Okay, so how did you find drum and bass? Jungle, whatever.
Growing up, we always listened to punk and ska and all that kind of stuff. I think in middle school, we're really into like Real Big Fish and the Suicide Machines, Operation Ivy, all those like ska punk bands, Rancid. Somehow my friend ended up hanging out with older kids when we went to high school. They introduced him to raves. I remember he made a mix CD called The Weekend Rush, and he had clips from it from the movie Human Traffic. And the first track that he had on that mix was Ed Russian Optical, the Ed Russian Optical remix of Ram Trilogy's Mind Scan.
Okay, yep.
I did me and Jamie's first episode of Tuned In. I did that record.
Yes.
And I was like, holy shit, what is this? He's like, I don't know, it's that song from the Diesel Boy CD. I'm like, what the fuck is a Diesel Boy? So I was like, kept bugging him. And of course, later on, he had like DJ Micro on there and like Kioki. And he had Ready or Not, which, I mean, holy shit, how do you... Yeah, of course. So that, probably 98, 99, that was my introduction to drum and bass, was Diesel Boy and Ready or Not.
You've come a long way, baby.
Oh, yeah.
So much. So did you fall in love immediately when you heard Mind Scan?
Oh, yeah, of course. It was like nothing I ever heard. Because everyone my age, probably around like 5th, 6th grade, we knew The Prodigy, Smack My Bitch Up, all that stuff. And, you know, I still love The Prodigy. But to hear it, oh, this is like The Prodigy, but faster. And it was kind of like Atari Teenage Riot, but not as chaos. So it was this kind of cool in between that it was, for someone used to fast music, it was more accessible and kind of more toned down than, you know, all the digital hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, more my tempo listening to punk and ska.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice. So what made you decide to be a DJ? So obviously you had a friend that was, but how did you get to that point?
I don't remember. So I remember we had a friend, Scott, and Scott's the one who named me Matty B. Because he thought my last name started with a B. And then years later, he was like, your name doesn't start with a B. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. But I bought my first decks off of him, and they were the SL1200 MK1s. So not the Mark IIs with, you know, this little fancy pitch fader here. Right. It had a little thing that goes back and forth and these little dials. And God, those things must have weighed like 50 something pounds. And they were sweet, but they weren't in sync. So 0 on one wasn't 0 on the other. And they were ridiculous. And then a few years later, for my birthday, my dad brought me to Guitar Center, and we found these open box for $300 each. And I've had them for 20 years.
Wow.
And now $300 for, this is an M3D. That is absurd.
Wow. Yeah. I think I mean, I paid about that in 97 or 98 for very well used and loved techniques. So yeah.
Yeah, but oops, sorry. I'm really bad at talking over people, and I guarantee Mrs. Beers and Beats will say something about it in the chat.
It's no problem. There is a delay on the internet. It does happen. It's fine. I'm guilty of it too. So we're just gonna go.
But yeah, these were technically used, but they used them for a DJ competition one day, then sold them $300 each.
Yeah.
And then I think this was 2001-ish, and I would help my dad do random jobs on the weekend, and then we would go to the store called Newbury Comics, which wasn't a comic store. And for some reason, they had a drum and bass section.
Yeah.
So I would listen to, you know, the Diesel Boy CD and go, oh, I hope this track is on there. And I would go to Newbury Comics, and there it was. Nice. So like Mind Scan, Can't Punish Me, Slip and Slide, which wasn't on, you know, the Diesel Boy CD, but that was one of those ones where I just was like, holy shit, I need this record. I go there, it's the first one I pick up.
Nice. Nice. So you started buying records like very shortly then after you immediately you started. So
we're 15 or 16 or so.
Okay, since you were 15 or 16. So how did that come about? How did your love affair with vinyl begin?
Well, I mean, back then that was the only way to play it,
Okay.
besides listening to a mix. But I think CD decks existed, but nobody had them. No one knew what they were. So,
So were you into vinyl though before you got into
oh no,
jungle
not at
drum and
all.
bass? Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. All right. So it started out of necessity then.
Oh yeah, because that's just what we had back then. We couldn't
Right.
do
Right.
CD decks or all the UFO controllers that the kids nowadays have.
The voodoo controllers. How does
Uh,
it work?
yes, Jamie, I do remember Crocodile Mile. I had several of them. If you hit it wrong, you would hit the bump too hard and smash your back on that ring, and it really hurt, and then you would fall into the pool face down.
Oh, okay, wait, back up. For those of us that don't know Crocodile Mile, what is Crocodile Mile?
So
And
Crocodile Mile,
closer to the mic, please, Beers. I want to
Crocodile
hear every
Mile
bit.
is a slip and slide, which I'm sure we all know. It's a big, pretty much a tarp or piece of plastic. Throw water on it, you run down like a maniac and slide. Crocodile Mile had a big ring on it that looked like a crocodile, and there was a pool. But if you were too crazy, you would hit that bump, launch either face or neck first into that ring, and just go right down into the water there. There was one time I did it without the ring, on my feet like a snowboard, holding 240s, and I flipped over, landed upside down, and it gets dumped all over me.
Nice.
And for our UK friends, 40s are really big bottles of shit beer.
Oh yeah, there is no such thing as good beer in a 40 ounce. What's good about a 40 ounce is that it's cheap.
It's like $2 and you get really drunk.
Wasted. Malt liquor.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you and Jamie known each other?
Years. By years, I mean a couple months.
Really?
Yeah, we met through Man Like Deep.
Wow.
I think he probably said something in the chat like, "Oh, PDX Portland." I was like, "Yeah," and then same with Simple Taco. We all met through Man Like Deep, and I think Juice Drum and Bass. I've never met them before either. All of the Portland crew know each other from Man Like Deep.
Okay, that's crazy to me. I did want to ask you about that because I said something about it when I was on Knob Talk, and then immediately afterward, I was like, "Oh God, was that true?" So, you super into Portland drum and bass, and since basically just about the time you got there, right? So like 20 years you've been into drum and bass and in Portland. So wait, but you've only been in Portland 10 years.
Yes.
So you did 10 years on the East Coast and then you get to Portland, you're already in it to win it. So you're definitely a part of things.
Yeah. So Jenny, so not Jenna, Jenny,
right?
She was already in the scene, and more or less I started getting bookings as Jenny's boyfriend until people actually knew who I was.
Nice.
So she opened the door for me, for sure.
Wicked. So you were the I'm the cool kid's boyfriend. Can I play?
That's awesome. Exactly.
Love it. Love it. So you and Jamie seem like you've known each other for 100 years. So I love that. In fact, that has been forged in the foxhole of 2020. We've all gone to battle together. And wow, so yeah, tell me a little bit. Obviously we know a little bit that not COVID, 2020 and Twitch has brought you at least Simple Taco and Jamie. What else has it been like for you personally?
Not much different. We didn't really go out before COVID. We have full-time jobs, we have careers, we have 3 kids. So at best we could go out once a month.
Right.
And the drum and bass scene in Portland kind of died, like real bad. When Dom and Roland came at top, he maybe had 20 people there.
Wow.
So we got to the point where we didn't like driving 45 minutes to Portland. And big shocker, I don't live in Portland. Just to get that out of there. So we can we can start the cancel right now if that's what it comes to. But yeah, so driving half an hour, 45 minutes to Portland and maybe 15 people would be there just wasn't fun. So we started drawing back anyway. So for us, we couldn't, not much has changed. She works from home now. That's about it.
Yeah. When did you start streaming?
Almost 2 years ago. I would say. So it officially started as Beers and Beats in September of 2019, but I was doing it probably 2 to 3 months before that, just as Matt Andrews. Here's the Matt Andrews YouTube channel. And then after a while, I was like, I should probably rebrand to an actual brand, something, a name people can remember.
Right. So you started streaming on YouTube then, or on Twitch?
On both. I used Restream, and I would just split it. And I think it was, oh, someone's messaging me. Who do they want? Oh, it's Lexi. What does Lexi want? Lexi, you yeah. Anywho, so I started doing Restream. So it would split it up between YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Mixer. And Mixer's dead, so don't even worry about Mixer.
Right.
YouTube, Facebook didn't really have much audience at all. People would kind of stop in just to be like, oh, I hit play. Okay, bye. And it was just between YouTube and Twitch. And YouTube was way bigger for me than Twitch. Like 2 to 3 times more. I would get 1 or 2 people on Twitch and then like 20 to 30 on YouTube.
Oh, wow. And
it was around the time, and I kept getting kicked off of YouTube. Like they would just cut you midstream. And that happened to Man Like Deep. And then it happened another time. And that's when he was like, fuck this, I'm going full Twitch. Everyone else should do it too. And I jumped on board also. And I was like, fuck YouTube. We'll just do full Twitch. And it's been so much better.
So, like, did they actively kick you off, or was it just a poor, mechanism and execution for live streaming?
Domsy will remember, they literally cut the stream.
Like, on purpose.
They hit the big red button. And it was usually Dillinger Twist 'em Out, because it was on Ali G, so it got a lot of recognition. So that was part of their algorithm. And they would just, you play that track and cut right off the bat.
Okay, so similar to the you can't monetize this video if you upload it. Basically, they were like real-time DMCAing you. And if you messed up, legit, you're gone.
Yeah, and they straight up cut the feed.
Wow.
Yeah, Domsy remembers. That was good times.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how Doms still does it, but, we'll have to talk to him.
Domsy needs to switch over.
Yes, he does. Because the great thing about bringing so Restream sounds like a great idea, right? Because you get to hit more places at once. But part of the awesome thing about, your whole audience can't interact with each other.
Exactly. And you're splitting your audience, because then it's just going to say Restream bot, Restream bot, Restream bot, Restream bot.
Right.
Twitch people can't talk to YouTube. YouTube people can't talk to Twitch people. And plus, on the YouTube app, you can't at people. So you can't tag anyone to say hi. You just have to say their name and hope they get it.
Boo.
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
and
so
YouTube, Nope, you can keep going. I didn't really have it. YouTube is good to post your mixes to afterwards, but for live streaming in a music content, it's pretty garbage.
Yeah.
And, I'm one of the people that had to learn that the hard way.
Well, people are still streaming on Facebook. So, here we are.
Oh, yeah.
At least you're not doing that. You're ahead of the curve.
Don't even bother. Bun Facebook.
Yeah. Okay, so what made you decide that you wanted to stream? How did you hear about even doing that?
So for any of the other producers in here, there's a kid, well, I say kid, but he's 30, named Artifacts from the Netherlands. He's been streaming production streams for at least 5 years or so. And I've been watching him for probably 5 of those years. And he's got a Discord. It's a pretty big one. It's like 900 people. And I would just talk about all these old tracks, and people were like, oh, those are cool. You should just do a music stream. And I was like, I don't know how to do that. And then one day I just did. Yeah, and Domsy is how I met Domsy is he would stream every Friday from the Netherlands. Then after Friday, I would do the after party. And then Domsy just showed up one day, and he's been here damn near 2 years.
That's wicked.
So
that's awesome.
The people on the Artifacts Discord wanting to hear, the boomer discs is how, I got started. And it was, I think the camera, I've told this story so many times in the past couple weeks, but the camera was like up there. I was facing the wall, so you were seeing my back and it was full blast lights. And I'm really bad stage fright, so I would drink a lot and kind of get in the mood, and then it would turn to shit.
Yeah, there's a fine line there.
very fine line, and I would
Yeah.
go far over that line very often, just because when you're not used to it, it's really hard being in front of people.
Yes. Yes. Anyone who's ever DJ'd ever knows what that first gig feels like. I mean, my God, I had a hard time even just practicing in front of people because I didn't want to mess up in front of anybody. So yeah, when you're like broadcasting to the entire world potentially, yeah, that ups the ante a little bit.
We have a celebrity in the chat.
I know. I
We
just
got
saw that.
the Bolton Brutalizer.
So many B words that go with Bolton.
The Bolton bad boy himself.
Yes, yes. John Tetley. Somebody shout that idiot out. Okay, good. It's already happened. Excellent. Yeah, another producer. Now
Johnny.
Shoot. What was I gonna say? Oh crap.
Oh, and Benji too. Benji's awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. God, you guys are up late. But I guess it is the holidays, so you may not.
John Tetley doesn't sleep.
He's a vampire. Absolutely, 100%. Have you ever seen him in the daylight? Yeah. Yep.
True.
Yep.
But I mean, I don't think they get sun in Bolton anyway, so.
That's true. That's true. It is the UK, and national pastime is whining about the weather.
Like Oregon, that's what you do here too.
Yeah, yeah. And when you're a boomer, you whine about not getting enough sleep too. So yeah, we've all got something. So okay, let's tell this story real quick. So very early on, Beers, one of the first conversations I remember happening with you in a chat with you and I was about the Think Break. So came up. I wish I had like an audio clip of it, but I don't. If you guys don't know what the Think Break is, you know what?
I have
a link to it. You found the record. Okay, wait. So let's back up before we go there.
Technically, I could play it right now because I'm going through my mixer.
Well, I actually can do you one better. So, there we go. So, Beers and I got talking about the Think Break. I had no idea what it was even called. I didn't know the name. And Beers tells me. So Beers tells me that he tells me the name of the break, and then Beers, you pointed me to your YouTube video. I'm pretty sure, which I just linked in the chat.
Self-promotion.
Yes, I made I made a command so everyone could check out the Think Break video, and this video was amazing. So first of all, I lost
it again.
Oh well, that's okay. You'll find it later.
I literally played it on Thursday as the ending of my set for Deck the Halls, and now I have no idea where I put it.
As soon as the stream's over, I'm sure you'll stumble upon it.
I wanted to look cool on camera and go, "Hey, I got the Think record," but
that's okay. You look cool in the video.
That's what happens when you try to look cool in front of your friends.
Better just to accept it. I'm not cool.
The stage manager knows where it is. Nope, that's the Ammon brother. She was trying to one-up me, and she had the wrong record. I guarantee she'll find it, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so anyway. So you tell me about the Think Break. I go to watch this video, and guys, like, this video is amazing. First of all, I just expected, like, a couple minutes. Here you go. Here's the record it came from. Boom, Think Break, done. Matty, there are at least 4, maybe 5 that come out of the Think Break, right?
I think 4 breaks, and then you get the tambourines at the end, which if you listen to any Ram Records track, they all use that tambourine. The 16 note just...
Oh, nice. Nice. I did not know that.
Look, Andy C cannot make a track that doesn't have the Think tambourines in it.
Well, I mean, I'm sitting here thinking maybe those Think tambourines need to go into my next track, and I will, make a banger. But yeah, so Lynn Collins, Think About It, 4 at least of the most famous breaks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm not going to sing it. I'm just going to say the name and apologize in advance for everyone listening to this that is going to get it stuck in their head. The It Takes Two break is in there.
So I think on the video, when it says It Takes Two, I had to put up a big thing that Universal Movie Group blocked the video at first when I uploaded it. So I had to take the audio out and re-upload it with just like a fuck off Universal Music Group.
Oh, yeah. Now that makes sense. Now I know why that was there. So what made you decide? Did you start doing recorded videos after you started live streaming or before?
I think if it was after, it was very shortly after, because I want to say the very first video I did was Tuned In. So Tuned In was the first series I did, and it was on the Militia, which is Staka, KT, DJ Friction, and Domsy will know. And that record's right here, by the way. So I did that, and it was just everyone's first YouTube video was garbage. So it was like, hi, this is the Militia. It's a good song. Let's listen to it. What I happen to know, it had the assembly break. It had this kind of vocal sample that I actually knew. So I was like, sweet, that'll be the first one. And then it kind of just spawned from there. I did Renegade Terrorist. I don't remember what else I did. I think because then I kind of, once I started going full Twitch, I kind of just stopped doing YouTube.
Right.
And then Talking to Deep was like, you got to do that YouTube stuff, but on Twitch.
Right.
And I was like, how am I going to do that? And then one day I'm at work, like building shit, and I go, me and Jamie are going to do it live. I didn't even ask Jamie. I just said, me and Jamie are going to do it live. So nice. I text Deep. I'm like, hey, what about this? And he's like, that sounds like a lot of work. And I go, it's going to be once a week. He's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then after I got the whole plan, I decided to talk to Jamie and see if he wanted to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I can relate to that. Like I had my whole plan and then was like, oh God, what if no one wants to come on?
Yeah.
It's hard to do an interview show with no one to interview.
And I have a lot of big ideas of where we want to bring it, but for now, just me and him going back and forth, telling about the records, what samples are used, when it was made, on any stories we can find. You know, I want to get it bigger, but for now, it's moving along exactly how I wanted.
It's a great stream. So you do that every Sunday, right? You do a mix first, and then the tuned in. Tell everybody what time this all starts.
The mix starts 4 p.m. Pacific, and then the tuned in starts at 6.
Okay.
And we pick 4 records each. I do one, Jamie, and then the last hour we just go straight to the chat. We go, what do you want to hear? Why do you want to hear it?
Cool.
And then we just, whatever they say, we put that up on screen. Reflux always has amazing stories for the tracks that he picks.
Nice. Very nice.
Jamie, I got to first do a big shout out for Jamie to fuck off. Because every week, Jamie is awesome. He does amazing mixes, and then he prepares so well where I just do quick notes of like, this song's cool. And then live, I try to do a bridge on that, and I just can't do it. Jamie's got an essay written, and he's just like, oh, this like spot on. So Jamie, fuck off. You're always amazing.
You guys both look really good though, and really natural doing it.
Lots of beer.
Well, yeah, that does help. Plus, you've loosened up on camera for a couple hours streaming, and music, super fun to talk about. So yeah.
And then the missus, she's like the manager. She tells us afterwards what we should be doing. And every single time, we don't have an intro yet, so it's just, hey, welcome to Tuned In. Here's the first song, and then just play it. And she's like, why don't you do an intro? I'm like, we haven't got there yet. We'll think of it eventually. So slowly, it's getting smoother and smoother. And, we'll have it legit production sooner or later.
Yeah. So you just got a big batch of records. You posted them on your Discord, which let's promo that too. It's on a timer, but I'm just gonna pop it in there too.
In case you need another Discord to go to.
Exactly. This one's fun though. I mean, go gang. Don't you want to get involved? Don't you want to be a part of this? So one of those I noticed was the Nuyorican Soul album. Does that it have the Ronnie Size remix of It's All Right? I feel it.
That right here.
Yes. This is one of my suggestions for Tuned In, guys. This was one of the songs I suggested, and it's
Ronnie
amazing.
Size right there. So this Urban Ghost sent that to me.
Yeah, big up Urban Ghost. Mad props for that.
Oh yeah, he sent me this is the second batch he sent me. This one's got Dynamite MC. It's got the Pac-Man remix. It's got Acid Track by Dillinger, a couple Skibbity records. It's got Mos Def. It's got the specials. Yeah, it was. He sent me like 10 records from UK, and he priority shipped it, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Wow,
So,
legend.
Yeah, the biggest of ups, dude. Oh, there he is, my dude. I gotta shout him out there. And at first, I wasn't sure if I should shout him out because I'm like, I don't know if he wants his name out there, but fuck that dude has been legit this whole time.
Yes, yes. What a great community of people, right? Like, I mean, I can't,
Oh, absolutely.
I can't just.
And before that, he sent me the original Fatty Boom Boom, which if you've watched my stream or Dom's or Man Like Deep, you've seen the remix. Or we've played the remix of that, and I put it on, and I didn't read it. I just put it on. I was like, "Holy shit, that's fucking Fatty Boom!" I like blew my mind.
Yes, yes, excellent. I love that.
It's
Okay,
actually
so
his idea. Sorry, I cut you off again, but it was
no,
his
no,
idea for us to do the punk show because I was like, "Oh, we should do a punk show." He's like, "Do it, fucking do it."
nice.
And I think I was sitting in the tub drinking, of course, because that's what I do. Talking,
Yes.
and I was like, "Let's do it." And I just jumped up. I'm like, "We're doing it right now." And him and Kitty were like, "Right now?" I'm like, "No, right now. We're doing it."
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you listened to punk in high school then? Is that what you said?
Yeah, started middle school, high school, kept it going. So I would go to a rave on Friday night and then go to a shitty punk show at like the Knights of Columbus or the Elks on Saturday night. So, going back and forth.
Nice.
Those are the best. Like, yeah, Kitty will know what's up. Just those really like dirty basement shows. Those are amazing.
Yeah. The
You got,
dirtier,
like,
the better.
Oh, yeah, you got a couple hundred people all crammed in. Everyone's drunk, just singing along.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, my band played a basement show at this punk house, and some dude pulled out a saxophone, and he was playing along. It was the best time ever.
Wow. So Fridays. Okay, first of all, let's just get the rundown of all the shows you do, of your schedule. So let's start with we just talked about Sunday. So let's move through the rest of the week. So Sunday is a mix and tuned in. What happens the rest of the week?
I jump back and forth because it used to be the midweek minimal where I would play minimal drum and bass.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just started playing house and two-step and breaks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I switched that to Friday,
mm-hmm.
and I would call it Friday pre-funk, and then I would play at 7, couple hours, then go into Billy Lane, 916.
Mm-hmm.
And then the past couple weeks, a lot of shit has been happening on Friday, so I went back to Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm not going to be here on this Friday, so I'm going to do it tomorrow night. But normally it's on Friday. Friday, 7 to 9, depending. Sometimes I feel like going later, so it could be 7 to 10. Okay. That's two-step, garage, house, fidget, breaks, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm thinking, oh, no, keep going.
Nope. You're thinking.
And then we did the punk show last night, so it's all punk and ska. We got thrash, hardcore, reggae, rocksteady. I couldn't think of that for some reason. We did that last night. That was a lot of fun. So I might keep that on Mondays, or maybe we'll mix it up. But it seems punk show Monday at 7, house and all that good shit Friday at 7, and then the regular show we've been doing for years, which is the drum and bass mix at 4 on Sundays. Awesome. Dom's came up with the name Super Sunday, and I've been using that for like a year now.
It's a good name. It's a very good name. Sunday's a great day on Twitch.
Yeah, because then you got No Use for Anger, and then you got Mike Airstrike, and then we go in. Because I used to do it at noon, but then No Use for Anger and Mike Airstrike were on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I want to watch them. So I was like, I'll just move my show back, and then I get to watch them while I'm working on stuff, and then go into my show.
Yes. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, Nosh Crew, Brooklyn Soleil knows what's up.
BK. Love it. So when you started DJing, who were like your big influences?
I don't think anyone can say Andy C wasn't their biggest influence. I still think he's the best, not only drum and bass DJ, but just DJ altogether. I think that dude's amazing. This guy from New York, Odie, which Kitty knows. She worked with him a lot. And I booked him at least once up in Boston at this monthly We Throne. I think those are the biggest names that I just realized. Craze. The only person I feel that can scratch the drum and bass is crazy. Other than that, I don't do it. Just don't.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. As for
Awesome.
as for DJs, about those guys, but then producers, I looked up to all of them.
Right. Right.
Odie. I first heard Odie. Me and my friend, the little raver girl, we drove to New York City to go to a rave in the Bronx. So, and then we got lost. So we're walking through Manhattan, these two little full raver gear.
Yes.
The big UFOs, like a dress shirt, and like we didn't do candy. We did what we called jungle beads. They're these big wooden beads. We go to a gas station. We give him the ticket. And we go, hey, where's this place? And he looks at it. And he looks at the other guy. And go, this is in the Bronx. Like, yeah. And he goes that way. And he gave us this like, good luck. Kind of like. So then we're walking through the Bronx. Like people are just stare. Like they know we don't belong so bad that they're like, just leave them alone. Like whatever they're doing, just send them on their way. But that was a lot of fun, and that's why I first heard Odie, and he was juggling LK. So DJ Marky's LK, it's the way.
Yes.
And he was juggling, and he was doing it offbeat, so it would echo back and forth, and then bringing it and doing all this cool shit. And he just played all of my favorite tunes at the time. So nice. I was like, holy shit, I love this guy. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And then he would come up. We had this big club in Springfield, Mass, and he would come up all the time, and I would go see him, and I would message him on AIM. I was like, oh, can you play this? And then he would come and he would play it, and I'd go shake his hand and feel like a cool dude. And then eventually when we started running our own night in Boston, I had to bring him. I was like, dude, I got to bring Odie. And I messaged him. He's like, yeah, of course. And brought him up, and he was a lot of fun.
So how did you get started in producing, or I'm sorry, in promoting events? How did that happen? When did that start?
My friend that got me into drum and bass worked at this bar in Cambridge called the All Asia. And they used to do all sorts of wacky nights, open mics, punk nights, because we used to have punk shows there. Everything, folk nights, stand up. So we're like, what if we do a drum and bass weekly? And he was like, okay, I'll try. And we did. And what really weirds out UK people is in America, all our nights are on the weekdays. You're extremely lucky if you get a jungle or drum and bass night on the weekend. All of ours are during the week.
Yep.
So we got one Monday a month, and we actually packed it, which was pretty sweet. And that's more or less. Then eventually, I think we weren't getting enough free beer, so we were like, well, fuck this place. Who cares? And then we started throwing raves at this gay bar in Lynn, Mass. And they were the coolest people. It had the best sound system, the best dance floor, the best DJ booth. And it was in the middle of like the sketchiest town in the area. And we had just full on raves that were, I want to say they were Thursdays or they were Wednesdays. I don't remember. And that's more or less it. That's all I really did. Then once I moved here, I was just like, yeah, I'm done with promoting. I'll let someone else promote. I'll just come and play for a bit. We got Gypsy Kid. What's up, Gypsy Kid? Carla, Grinding Fool.
Yeah, Cycloptimus Prime walked in.
Oh,
Wicked.
there we go.
Yeah. You guys are awesome, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. If you have questions, please throw them up.
Charlie Eon. I don't know if he was.
Oh,
I think I
Charlie.
saw him up earlier.
And Jimmy.
Detroit Jimmy.
Jimmy, you're dead to me because you didn't rate in this week. You set my expectation, and now we're through. We're done.
You're dead to me, Jimmy.
I know, sounds like a mob movie, doesn't it? Okay, so I really should have set this up beforehand, but Beers, it's time. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Stegosaurus. I've already said this on the Man Like Deep show.
Okay, well, you're on my show now.
Oh, ooh.
Tell me.
I feel
the
like
story,
I stepped into territory.
No.
Well, first, I'll tell you the story behind that question. So
yes,
the question was, I mean, me and my friends like dinosaurs are cool, but we're not really into dinosaurs. It was just a fun question to ask people when we were drunk, like at house parties or at a bar, because it totally throws people off. Because you go up to someone, they're going to be like, oh, who's this weirdo going to talk to me? We'd be like, hey, what's your favorite dinosaur? And it would kind of just alleviate the tension because they're like, that's a weird question. I might as well answer because fuck it, why not? And if they didn't answer that, we would go to how many Yu-Gi-Oh cards do you have? And I think just the questions combined were so absurd that it would just kind of break down people's weird barriers of meeting the stranger. So that's pretty much that's why we asked that question, because it's just so ridiculous that it kind of opens people up a bit.
All right. I'm throwing a poll up in the chat, and this question is for everyone. It looks like I'm buffering a little bit. What's your favorite dinosaur? Chat, tell us. Hit us up.
T-Rex not allowed.
Well, it is on the list because I want to hear from the basics. And for sure.
Legit, if someone said T-Rex, would go, no, you're only saying that because it's the only one you know. Think harder. And then they would think about it and go, okay, that one with that thing. There you go.
So I am discovering that
Urban Ghost, you're talking about the pterodactyl. Sorry. I feel no use for anger is just saying T-Rex because he wants to be different. He wants to. Littlefoot was fuck Littlefoot. He sucks. My buddy's his dinosaur was the Diplodocus. So big up Detroit Jimmy.
Nice. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm buffering. I believe that my stream and polls are not going to play nice. So yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to end this early.
What's your favorite dinosaur? No use for anger.
That was, that's my favorite dinosaur.
Oh yeah, that's right. You sent me that poll the other day, and I laughed about it, and I totally forgot that you put it on there.
Well done, chat. Well done. And I will never use the polling feature again until I can run a more powerful machine, because sadly we discovered that.
Big shout out to the Zylock here. He's dropping hundos.
Oh my God, Zylock. Oh yeah. So a big shout out to me for being an idiot. Guys, because I don't run OBS, I don't get pop-ups when really amazing people do things like cheer or,
You can set that up without using OBS.
Yeah, but as you just saw, even
using that's right. Poll, but you don't have, because you can add the browser window.
Right. So yeah, I have to be, my resources are thin, but I'm working on it, and got some help from Slurms toward that. So thanks, Slurms, for that. I appreciate that.
He's been with me for, I think, since the very, very beginning, since those awful garbage streams of facing the wall and not knowing how to get anything to work. He's been here the whole time.
I'm going to try and shout him out. Yeah, he's still there.
Shout out. I talk to him every day. We play Call of Duty together. We play Hold Fast, which Hold Fast is one of the best games ever made. So if you want to play Renaissance-style Napoleon War, hit us up, and we're all into it.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so I love that people came to Twitch for music, but are now getting into gaming with each other, which is fun. I'm into that. I like that a lot. Okay. So
I don't play COD with you because I'm awful at it, like so bad. Ask Davey, which is Slurms. His back must be fucking broken because he carries the team. Absolutely.
So yeah, No Use for Anger wanted to give Beers a hard time for not playing Call of Duty with him.
But we did have one amazing what's that game mode called? It's not Blackout. Blackout was the Black Ops 3 version.
Mm-hmm.
Slurmsy, help me here. I'm blanking. But we had one where I just started spraying and praying. I killed like 4 people before he could turn around. He goes, "What the fuck happened?" I don't know. I killed everyone.
No Use for Anger. We know you're good because you're good at everything. Like literally everything you do, you're good at. So yeah, he's trying.
That's what it's called. Sorry. When things pop to my head, I just have to yell them out regardless if someone's talking.
Perfect. Fabulous. Happens for me too. Okay, so someone did ask Beers.
Sorry, I do need to cut you off. Beers is a better DJ than me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I completely respect No Use for Anger. He's just got this flow with the way he does it, and just and something Dom's told me, which is super important, is everybody makes mistakes. It's how you come back from it.
Yes.
So just watching news, he's just got this very calm, just going right in, and then he's, you know, he's on doing, you know, online blackjack and then third deck going. So I will straight up say, you know, tell No Use for Anger some bad words if he thinks that, because I absolutely look up and respect his DJing abilities. It's incredible.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's.
And yes, blackjack for the win. Absolutely.
Okay, so two things before we go into my next thing. Someone asked how many ounces of beer you consume per set on average.
It used to be a lot, and now I've gone down to maybe only 2 cans. So that's depending on what this is 16. Our normal cans are 12. British people have no idea what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, I've cut down tremendously to maybe 2 or 3 beers to get kind of relaxed, but not sloppy. Because there was one stream I drank. I think I streamed for 8 hours. I drank 11 beers, and it was when I had my turntables down here. So I put it on the top one halfway, and it fell down, hit the record, spinning all over the place. I think Slurmsy might have been there for that. And it's just spraying beer on stream. So after that, I learned to relax and kind of go, okay, you know, drinking, you know, having a beer relax is cool. Getting trashed on stream just isn't. You look ridiculous.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Plus, you don't need it. You're fine. You're good. You just have to, you know, like own it, and it's okay. Okay, so
I have to keep cutting you off. I'm so sorry.
Do it.
Charlie on says YouTube VOD like that was on my old channel, which I bunned a long time ago. And what's adorable is people are asking questions and Jamie's answering for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, hazies are my favorite beer. I'm drinking Lagunitas Hazy Memory right now. It's 8%. It's delicious.
Okay, so before anyone else can ask a question, I'm jumping in. What makes a good DJ? What do you think? This is your opinion. There's no right or wrong. What, in your opinion, makes a good DJ?
Anyone who's playing it because they love the music. It doesn't matter how they're playing it. It doesn't matter what format they're using. It doesn't matter what they're playing. If they're playing music to make a crowd happy, they are a good DJ. They could use the sync button all they fucking want. They could use a toaster and go into their smart refrigerator. I don't care. If you're doing a performance for the crowd, then that's all you need to do. If you can read the crowd, because I've done the sets where I'm going to play bangers right from the beginning to the end. Hey, look, everybody's gone.
Right.
So if you can read the crowd and whatever you're playing, however you're playing it, you can keep them interested. You're a good DJ.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you feel like that works on Twitch? The feedback loop is a little different. You know, you can't see everybody.
Yeah, I think No Use for Anger, people kind of watch us because, and he said so on your stream, I caught that. People are like, oh, it's so cool that you use vinyl. It's like, no, I just never moved past it. You know, I'm the kind of grumpy boomer who goes, I still like holding my shit and I can see it. So there's a niche for that, but I think with so many people using controllers, it's more accepted, and CDJs digital is more accepted, which is awesome because I just feel the music is more important, not how you do it, not what buttons and shit you're using. It's you're playing music for people that are liking it.
Right. Oh shoot. Now I've lost my train of thought. I apologize, guys. I started to get a migraine and I had to take an Excedrin migraine, and I'm not used to caffeine, and so I'm kind of racing. Now.
I love my vinyl. I love collecting vinyl. I love playing vinyl, but I just feel a DJ should be well versed in any medium they want, and that's what's most important. You just play to the people not waiting. Exactly. Reflux just said something super awesome. DJing is a service. Play to the people, not what you want. Play the tunes for the people that they didn't know they wanted to hear. Exactly.
Yeah, that's, to me, that's the fine line. Like for me personally, is that you know, sometimes the people want Who Let the Dogs Out. I'm not going to play Who Let the Dogs Out. That's just not,
Yeah,
if I
sometimes
if I
people want
still
to
was
hear
a
Rocky
DJ.
Chop for an hour and a half. And if you play it for
Right?
an hour and a half and you got your 40, 50 people still there, you did a good performance.
Indeed. Indeed. Um uh what was I gonna
Because I think technically DJs started just getting records, playing a record till it ended,
say? Mm-hmm.
playing the next one till it ended,
Right.
playing that one till that's what original disc jockeying is. You were getting discs and you were just playing them.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we happen to be matching beats and fading in and out,
Mm-hmm.
that just came later.
Mm-hmm.
The key is the playing the music.
Right. 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 Well, and I've always said that I would rather hear good music mixed poorly than crap music mixed well. If someone knows, if they can pick good tracks, then yeah, they've almost entirely won me over
Yeah,
already.
exactly. And they have to be able to pick good tracks on the fly.
Yes, yes, and create like a mood and like a journey, with that. And I do wonder if that's an advantage for a vinyl DJ as opposed to um, someone who does digital, because vinyl is a physical medium and it's expensive, so your resources are more limited. It's so easy to hoard digital music, so sometimes I'm sure it's hard to like know all of the music that you have
Oh,
because
I don't.
you
I
have so
might
much.
say I might fuck up the whole stream because I opened Serato on accident and it likes to crash. I have thousands of tracks on here, and
Hmm.
I probably never heard most of them. And I
Right.
probably will. I have hundreds of tracks I've never heard, and probably even more that I'll never hear.
Right.
The
Right.
advantage to digital is I can, and I've done it on stream. Go, this will mix good. I can get it right now.
Right.
Whereas
Right.
in I'm stuck with what I have.
Right. Well, and you have to be able to find it in time to mix it in, and that's
And
not always easy.
there's been times you can see me during damn near the entire track just going, nope, 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 nope. I get down to here and I go, oh, that's the one I wanted.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
Um,
still love vinyl. I absolutely love collecting and having my records, but I don't think that being a vinyl DJ is the end all and that's what makes you a real DJ.
yes. And man, 20 years ago, that debate really raged. People have,
Oh,
yeah, people have chilled out a lot since then. There was a lot of gatekeeping on that.
oh yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah. What's your favorite part of streaming? What's the thing you like the most about doing it?
Um, I think from time to time, I feel like I'm a good DJ. I can mix my records good. So I mean, it's a little bit egotistical, but I like being able to show that off. And
Hmm.
at the same time, I like being able to talk to everyone and make stupid jokes about dinosaurs. Because it just, if you're up there playing a set, you're doing your thing and that's that. It makes
Hmm.
it so much easier being able to talk to someone
Hmm.
immediately while you're doing it's something about it just calms me down and I
Yeah.
can play 100 times better.
Yeah. Yeah. What I can't figure out though is tell me like how long it took you to get to the point and what it's like to manage being a television producer, producing your stream, DJing, and chatting with people and somehow making it all work. How long
It's
did it take you to get used to it?
a long time. I'm still not used to it. I didn't get on the mic until I would say right before COVID hit because
Hmm.
Dom's was in my stream, and then eventually Dom started streaming himself.
Hmm.
And he's got his cool London like, "Oi, big up to the JB Darnell, Kitty fucking White. Oh, all right, mate." And I was like, "Dude,
Curly
fucking
Rolla.
Dom's is yeah, Curly Rolla." I'm like, "Dom's is killing it on the mic. I gotta get into that." So I
Hmm.
would just be like, "Hi, this is Beers and Beats," and then just shut it off and throw the mic across the room. So you know, Domsy has helped me so much because he's been here from the beginning of like, "Oh, that was good, mate." So,
Yeah.
and I'm
He's
still
a
getting used to it. It's still hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it impresses the hell out of me every time I see anybody do that. I'm just like, wow. Uh, uh, this is hard enough, and I don't have to beat match. So, like,
Yeah, and Billy Lane too. So
yeah,
I don't understand how people can mix while they're talking in the chat and be on the mic. And Catch
right,
does it. He just goes like this and starts talking. You know what he's saying. He doesn't need a
right,
mic because he'll just,
right.
and you're like,
Yeah,
I know exactly what he just said. Sweet, and then you can answer him.
yeah, yeah. It's impressive. It takes a lot of talent
Oh
to
yeah,
do this.
but I
Um,
never
go
knew
ahead.
starting this that I would have to be a DJ, a producer, a marketing person, graphic designer, uh, all of this shit wrapped up in one, just
Mm-hmm.
to play music for people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Kitty has asked a good question that I've wondered about. How do you think the mic action in streams now will affect live shows in the future? And I'm going to broaden that a little bit, Beers, as well. Not just the mic, but like the level of interaction that the DJ gets with the crowd and vice versa. How do you think that's going to affect
That's
things
a
going forward?
really good question because I think you and Sense Night were talking about that, where
Hmm.
you guys are essentially behind the DJ deck talking to us the whole time, or hey, you should play this, or fucking fart into the microphone, it will be funny.
Yeah.
That when you're used to that and you go to back to a real gig,
Hmm.
I guarantee a lot of people it's going to be in their muscle memory to want to get on the mic and just start shouting everyone out.
Right.
And if you can't do it, it's going to be who knows.
I think I'm gonna miss it. Like, um, I don't necessarily want what I have on Twitch every time I go out to see someone because the dancing obviously is a part of it. The like being in physical proximity to other people, catching that vibe in that way is different. But I don't think I could ever abandon entirely the kind of interaction that you get with a DJ while they're playing
Oh,
on Twitch.
absolutely.
Like it's special. It's really special.
I like doing this more than real gigs. I think E-Rock was saying that last week. I've been doing this for years before COVID. I'm going to be doing it years after. It's just more fun for me to be able to just sit in my little room, play records, and talk to people and go, hey, here's some cool ass songs. This is why I love Ellis is messaging me every couple minutes of funny little lines.
Unless behave.
The Jumanji. Yeah, I kind of stopped doing real gigs years ago, and
Hmm.
this is just so much funner for me. Of just, I'm in an office off of my kitchen, so I just walk in here. You know, I have a little
Hmm.
fridge right here. Open a
Right?
beer, play records, talk to people, and then I can just hit play, stop, and then I just go back to my bedroom and my real life. I don't have
Right.
to drive 45 minutes to get here. I don't have to
Hmm.
spend 10. Well, in Oregon, pints are like $4 to $5 because we're awesome.
Hmm. Hmm.
That just means I'm going to buy like a lot more of them. So I'm not going to get a bar tab of like $100 something. I
Right.
spent, I think, $9 on a 6 pack of these, and that's it.
Right. Right. Um,
But as you were saying, the human interaction and the physicalness will still be a big attraction to people because you want to go out, you want to see people, you want to be able to like. I could dance in here, but then I'd just be hanging out dancing by myself, and that would be probably on the lunatic side.
um, Jamie, how will you send emotes at a real show?
That's a good
Exactly.
point. I mean,
It's a very good point.
I for bits, are you just gonna start winging quarters at him?
Hmm. Ow! Ow! I'm sorry. This DJ set has to be cut short because L Double
Yeah.
just got beamed in the eye with a quarter. Um, yeah.
Why did they
So,
have, what do they have over there? Pence or shillings or something?
well, yeah. But if he comes here and if you're throwing it at him,
Yeah, that's true.
it might be one of those commemorative pennies, that they smush. And
I can do that flick thing really good too. I can
oh
launch that
yeah.
across the room.
Okay, just while we're on the subject, because somebody brought it up, I shouted out Flex DMB TV, L Double, um, uh, Ellis or not Ellis. I think who said somebody did say that Flex was a really good person to watch if you wanted to get really good on the mic with your crowd, because he was he was a radio DJ for so long that he's kind of got all that experience and that level of comfort with it. Big
Yeah,
up,
and L
Zylock. That
Double is
was
who we
you.
can thank for literally everyone, because he's the one who told Man Like Deep to just start your show.
Right.
And that literally almost all of us know each other through Man Like Deep.
Right. Right. Yeah, and it ripples out.
Yeah, and what really blew me away is just it's fucking L Double. And
Yeah.
who do we got in here? We got Doms, we got Slurmsy, I think we got John Tetley, we got Benji. We're all from the Amen Therapy crew, which is Busy Bee. The legendary Busy Bee. We go there every Saturday religiously. DJ Terrace is there. We got Cogs. That's where Louis came from. Triple Overhead, Mrs. Triple, Ellis. So to have these huge names so accessible through chat, because then they're shouting you out. And Busy Bee emailed me one day. He was like, "Hey, good set, mate." I'm like, "Holy shit!" Yeah. Fucking Busy Bee emailed me. And then L Double messaged me. He was like, "Oh, that was a great set." And I'm like, "Holy, you feel like king shit on Fuck Mountain." Like, I'm fucking big man now. Like, it's incredible that all these amazing people who've been in this for 40 damn years now they're bringing us up. So they're like the stream godfathers. Just it's really a thing I can't explain of how it feels of like Busy Bee or L Double or John B coming in your stream and being like, "Oh, this is great, mate."
Yeah. I was actually talking to someone about that the other day. That I think it was Telly that I was talking to about it. That I have a lot of respect for these big name folks that have gotten onto Twitch since lockdown started, because to a degree that is like an act of humility. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're going into a space where they are not hot shit immediately in the space, and most of them have never produced their own television show, and all of that, and so they're taking this risk, and God, it turns out that they're all amazing, not just at what they do, but also at just like giving their time to us,
absolutely.
And just reminding us not to fanboy and fangirl out too hard, because they're just people, like us.
And I think the biggest thing, I mean, as a performer at all, is fucking up in front of people.
Right.
Because, I mean, a regular gig, you fuck up, whatever, people were there, who cares? You fuck up on the internet, you could have hundreds or thousands of people watching, and then it's there forever. So you'll see them, mess up a mix and go, whatever. Yeah, who cares?
Right.
It's just a mix. And like I said earlier, when Domsy said it's not the mess up, it's the recovery, and just the calm recovery of, they mess up too, and they just move on with it.
Yes. Yeah. Zylock just mentioned getting clipped. Yeah, if you fuck up on your stream, someone can clip that for you. and it can live.
Exactly. And there's been times I've had to stop myself, because, so for anyone who doesn't know, we have 3 dogs. And for some reason, they all love to wrestle and fight right there. And you'll see the camera going back and forth. And there was one day I was like so angry. I slammed the fader over, that record skipped, and I was like, the world is watching. Whatever you do, you cannot overreact.
Yes.
But you hear stories of people that just lose their shit, and that's the end.
Yeah. Well, I've heard stories of people doing that in live gigs too. And I mean, like, I know for me, when I was at a live gig and messed up, sometimes it would be hard to let it go. But like, I could never imagine like throwing a fit. Like, the only thing worse than like train wrecking on the stage would be to then also throw a fit about it in front of all those people. But it's so easy when you're at your own house and it's your own damn dogs doing it to you.
Yeah, and you're like,
I get it.
Those fucking dogs. But
again, they're like the drunk girls at the bar
who
who lean over your decks and fuck up your needle to ask you to play, some bullshit, stupid song.
We did a school dance back in high school, and we're playing like Renegade hardware shit and Techic. And I think we called it Welcome to the Jungle because we were trying to teach people jungle. And they're like, play Britney Spears. Right. We're like, go fuck off, asshole. We were not allowed at that school again.
Oh, no way. Oh my God, Ellis, wait a minute. This is too good. This is too good. So Ellis messes with me all the time. Thank you for sharing this so I could now mess with you. I accidentally punched myself in the face and gave myself a nosebleed when in the mix in a club. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's I remember the night that the residency that I had, the stage was like 3 feet. The booth was like 3 feet off the ground, and it was a single step. So, I may have gotten a little intoxicated on the free Cape Cods that we got in lieu of payment, and thank God I basically fell out of the damn thing. Except I was able to get enough momentum to slam into the wall that was on the opposite side. So yeah, fun.
So, it reminds me, a fun thing to tell the UK people, generally as you're a beginner DJ, you get 2 drink tickets. You're lucky if you get something from the kitchen.
You had kitchens?
So, the fancy ones, you would get something from the kitchen. Oh, but you would have to pick your 2 drink tickets or something from the kitchen.
Oh, I've never played at a venue that had a kitchen.
So in Oregon, it's state law that the venues have to have water and they have to have food if they're serving alcohol.
Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Wow. I had no idea. That's, laws around vices are so interesting across America. They're so different everywhere you go. Yeah.
I remember, so back in Mass, last call was at like 11 o'clock. Here it's 1:30, and my brother who lives in Vegas, he was like, that's fucking stupid. Like, I'll leave, I'll drink down the street at 4 a.m, coming out of a 7-Eleven.
Right.
So it's just, regional things that are so different and weird.
Yeah. Texas, open containers a big, big no-no.
But in Vegas, you can walk down the street drinking all you want. They encourage it.
Yeah, please do. Get drunk so you'll give us more of your money.
Exactly.
What was I going to ask? Okay, so you mentioned earlier digital. So do you have DVS that you'll switch to sometimes if you don't have a record, a physical record?
Okay. So I have the original Serato SL1, which the other DJs will know that's old as shit. So I have to use a really old Serato version, and it's super glitchy. If it loads, it takes a long time, and it just crashes randomly. Which is why earlier I was like, "Oh, we might bun," and I clicked it again for some reason. Oh, it opened up. That's nice. But I'm using a really, really old version of Serato. Oh, do we get E-Rock in here?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Mr.
I just saw him. Oh, Mr. Bull's in there too.
In Oregon, I think it's you can't buy beer after 2 or before 7.
Wow. Okay, so after 10:50 p.m., that's insane. Yeah, in Texas, beer you can buy pretty much anytime if a grocery store is open and if you're buying it in a grocery store, except Sundays you can't buy it until noon. And then liquor stores aren't open at all on Sunday, and you can only get liquor at a liquor store. So on Sunday, you're hosed if you want liquor.
We get stitchy too. In Mass, you could only buy wine and beer and liquor at a liquor store.
Okay.
In Oregon, you can buy wine and beer anywhere. You can go to 7-Eleven, you can go to Rite Aid, and you can buy wine or beer. But liquor, you have to buy at a liquor store. And for a long time, they didn't sell beer. They only sold liquor. Then in Vegas, you can go to, we went to a CVS and they had, a whole section of just booze, which blew my mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I can't believe we haven't talked about this yet. All right. So,
Let's go.
Goat Gang,
Goat gang.
you were so adamant about never getting a goat. It was not going to happen. It was absolutely not going to happen. You are getting two goats in what, like 8 weeks now?
2 weeks, and I knew it was going to happen,
Uh-huh.
but something's inevitable, and you still try to fight it. I
Yes.
knew we were getting goats, but I still had to put up the front of no goats. I'm not no goats, and see, I keep thinking I'm on my stream, and I was going to post the pictures of them, but
They're cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so if you
their
are
names
on
are. Oops, sorry, but
if
their
you're
names
on the
are Dolly Goaten and Goatface Killer.
Yes. Yes. If you are on Beers and Beats Discord, you can see many pictures of these adorable goats that we are already in love with. So I just put the link in the chat if you guys want to join the Goat Gang Discord. Um, so tell us what your total menagerie will be after you get the goats.
So we have three boys, which are probably the hardest and the worst of all of them.
Yes, yes.
We have 3 dogs, 2 cats, 8 chickens because one of them ran away. No, do we have 8? Yeah, one of them ran away. We gave away 2 roosters because roosters don't crow in the morning; they crow all day long, and they're fucking awful.
Yes. Yes.
So we got 2 of them, and then one of them flew up in the heat lamp and end of story.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, KFC. So we're down to just 8 chickens, and then we get the 2 goats just after New Year's.
Awesome.
And
That's so
Jamie.
fun. That's so fun. And Jamie, yes, your most rowdy and rambunctious animal that you have.
If Jamie says hi on the mic, he must be like just totally drunk and out of control. Hey.
Tell me about producing. When did you start producing music?
So I would never call myself a producer. I make loops, and occasionally one of those loops turns into a track. The one track that everyone has been hyping up for the past couple months. Right. I still haven't made something else to go with. I started with, I think, Fruity Loops back in high school.
Okay.
So before FL Studio, it was Fruity Loops. And Ellis, message me. I'll send you some dubs, or the one dub. I started with Fruity Loops, switched to... So my buddy that, I grew up with, that we both ended up getting into drum and bass, he used Reason 2.5, and he got me into that. Then he used Reason 3, so I started getting into Reason 3, and then 4, and then 5, and eventually I tried Ableton. I was like, I don't get this shit. It is confusing. Fuck it. It came up on my Facebook memories from like 12 years ago. Like, fuck Ableton. And then like a week later, oh, Ableton's awesome. This is sweet. And for the most part, I just make loops and shit. And some of them happen to turn into full tracks, like, 1 or 2 over the years. But mostly it's just, I like looping drums and just going do, 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 do. And then then I close it and I'll start something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So on the Artifacts Discord, I'm notorious for making like 8-bar loops. And if it gets to 16, it's celebration.
That's awesome. I love that. So do you is it something that you're like that you actively want to do more of, or are you just happy doing what you're doing?
I think I want it. If you know what I mean. Like, I want to be I made it's an awesome track, but it's yeah. I just feel like so much other shit's going on that I know at best I'm going to make a couple loops. And if I get that out, good enough. I can maybe turn that into a promo for something.
Right. So there's only so many hours in the day, and to get really good at production is a lot of time. Tell me about
now. Oops, sorry, but especially now when everyone's making their own sounds. You're not just ripping. I mean, some people are, and it sounds amazing, but
Right.
a lot of people are making their own sounds, their own sound. A lot goes into sound design. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's a
Holy
it's a
shit,
cat.
E-Rock.
E-Rock. Oh my God. 5 tier 1 subs.
Yeah,
E-Rock.
Reason
Thank
is
you.
awesome if you want to see a shitload of cables that you don't know where they go. So I don't know if you've used Reason before, but you hit tab and it switches around like you're using real gear. And after a couple, items or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you have no idea what the fuck is happening. But when Reason gets RTX installed, holy shit, those cables are gonna look amazing. That was a nerd joke.
Right over
I
my
think
head.
maybe 3 people will get it.
Well, there's quite a few production nerds up in this stream right now.
No Use for Anger will get
So
it because it's RTX.
Yeah, the whole making your own sounds thing, like production is so much more accessible now because you don't need gear, and so you can make your own sounds, and it's like, great, I can make anything I want. I don't have to be stuck with these samples, except, oh crap, now I have to learn how to make anything
And
that I
that's
want.
where I get stuck of making the same serum patch with the same, chorus after it, and then the same overdrive, and then the same compressor, and I'm like, I've already made this 400 times. I'm not really into it.
Yeah.
Vital is a really awesome synth. It's pretty much, I'll say, inspired by what am I thinking of? Faceplant. But it's free. So yeah, if you're into production, go check out Vital.
Vital. Okay. Yeah, I'm sitting here
Faceplant
going.
is it's an FM synth that you can literally FM everything into everything. And you can I get too overwhelmed with stuff like that where there's just too many options.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. Paralysis by something, I don't know. Yeah. That's a thing. It's a whole thing to have too many options freak you out or just shut you down. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you to pick a favorite because that's too hard. But tell me some of the streamers that you are particularly enjoying right now, and like why.
Ooh.
Again, let's just be clear. This is not a favorite. It is not a contest. It's just a, oh yeah, there's that guy.
Actually, I have a fun story for Reflux in a second. But Domsy, of course Domsy, just because he's so good. He literally just throws the needle on and it's already matched. It's already in time. It's just
right.
Everything. It's perfect.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many names. Watching No Use for Anger, just chill and do his thing. And then Billy Lane, who can do these full-on productions while mixing. We got Darth Liquid, we got Stitch, we got John Tetley, who's, yelling about, calling people words that we shouldn't say on here.
Right. In one channel, just in the one.
Yeah, of course, the left. It's the best one. E-Rock with his lunch thing. We got, shit. I thought about this because I knew this question would come up, and I had a list of like 400 people. And now on the spot, I can't think of anyone, and I'm going to look like an asshole if I didn't shout someone out.
That's why I'm very clear. Just some.
Stitchy, I already said you.
Yeah, Stitch. Gah.
If you really, really want to be entertained, watch John Tetley. Watch him get yell about shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's fancy now.
Ellis started screaming, which is awesome.
Oh, Ellis, excellent.
But Ellis needs to change his title because it still has Jumanji first stream from like 2 months ago.
Yes.
Let's see who's streaming right now. We got Daedalus or Deedless as Mansa, so Dylan.
Right.
We got, of course, Escape Velocity is playing right now. We got Dizzy, who streams like 14 times a day. Man Like Deep, the Hardcore Jungle Decipher, Beat Specific Guru. So many people. Like anyone who can hit the stream button, I immensely respect and look up to because it's hard.
Yes. Yes.
So if I can't catch their stream every day, it's still, immense respect and big ups, and just I look up to you for being able to get over that.
Yes. Yes. To do the work, to step out, to make yourself vulnerable to commentary and public shaming from
Yeah.
yourself or from other people. It depends.
Now, Reflex said something funny, and it reminded me of something, but now I can't find his comment.
That's the hard part.
Reflux. Don't get into Eurorack. So, Reflux, a couple of years ago, I had an idea for a Eurorack style guitar pedal where you would be able to do inserts and patch them out in and out wherever you wanted to. And then a couple months ago, I read that Behringer did that. I was like, oh, that was that $1 million idea I had that didn't go anywhere. And now a legit company did it.
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
gotta love when that happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you guys, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I'm gonna scroll through here because I've been having such a good time. I got a little distracted over this about what I have. So okay, I've never asked anybody this question, so let me ask you. If I not if when I come to the PDX and I visit you, what will you smoke for our supper, dinner, lunch?
Oh, whatever. I thought we were talking about the drugs.
No.
That's legal here.
Oh God, yeah. Let's talk about that next. No, meat. Let's talk about meat.
Food. I'm really into pork and I'm super good at pork. So Jamie will know I make awesome ribs. But yes. I've only made 1 or 2 briskets. They take too long, and I'm kind of tired of beef. But ribs, pulled pork, pork belly. Yeah, I make fucking awesome ribs.
Nice.
Jamie's had my meat more than once.
You guys, y'all are the cutest. I love your relationship. I would never judge. All love is beautiful.
But then Jamie can make the best steaks I've ever had. Legit.
The pictures that he posted of those 2 steaks he made the other day, they made my mouth water. Oh, they looked so good.
So the missus, she's a medium kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
Even she was like, this is still the best steak I've ever had.
Nice. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, has Oregon descended into complete and total anarchy since legalizing all drugs?
Yeah, the whole city's gone.
No,
it hasn't. I think that starts in January. So Oregon, let's preface that with Oregon has had legalized marijuana for a little bit now. Mm-hmm. Recently, they legalized mushrooms for medical use, and they decriminalized small amounts of all of drugs. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are freaking out because they think just every heroin addict from the country is going to end up in Oregon, and there's going to be passing out needles and crack. Despite the fact that studies from across the world show that this will decrease drug usage and addictions and addiction-related deaths.
Yeah. Okay, so that's where we're going to stop on that one. Only because I just realized that for a lot of people, it's a very political issue, and I promised no politics. So
there we go.
Yes.
Anywho, yes, the mushrooms have been legalized for medical uses. Mm-hmm. All drugs have been decriminalized for small amounts, not amounts considered for sale.
Right.
Just small personal use amounts.
Right.
And I don't think anything's gonna change. I think if anything, it's going to help a lot of people get help that they need.
Yeah, if someone is in the chat and is curious and hasn't read about psychedelic medicine, it's very interesting. If you are at all interested in psychedelics, the medicinal aspects of it are super interesting. So
and the other choice is to take, pharmaceuticals, which literally the side effects is
Yep, nope. That's it.
Okay.
That's a conversation we will have over a beer, not on the stream. For sure. Or over something else. We'll figure it out.
I would take LSD for migraines, absolutely.
Oh, wow. That would have made this stream a lot more interesting if instead
I can't wait for medical PCP. Just put it out there. I can't wait to get naked and fight a cop.
for therapeutic reasons.
Yeah, for therapy, of course.
Yes. Yeah, no, Charlie, or not Charlie, Jamie. Yeah, with the migraine that I got before the stream, if I was on LSD instead of Excedrin migraine, this stream could have gone a whole different
If you took Excedrin
direction.
PM, then oh yeah.
Then I really would
Alice
have
says
passed out.
my go-to sandwich. What I love
Oh, yes.
is they're called chicken fingers in Mass. They're called chicken tenders here,
Right.
but chicken finger sub, barbecue sauce, American cheese, and mayo. It's amazing. There's a place in Salem, Mass called Nick's that makes the best sub I've ever had. Every time we go back to Mass, we make sure to go there.
Nice. That's
and
a good
microdosing
question.
is useless. If you're going to do it right. Macrodose.
Okay.
Big up Solarize. Yep, we're still here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Solarize, we go for 2 hours. So, yeah, so far that's worked out to be a good amount of time. We get to know people and, sometimes go really stupid and sometimes not, and that's awesome.
I'm looking for something that I was going to show people, but
oh well,
I don't know where it is. But I have a pretty sweet Pog collection. If anyone remembers Pogs.
Oh, tell me what the heck are Pogs? I just know they're
Pogs are amazing.
Things. Yeah, tell me about it because I have no idea.
So it started in the Great Depression when they would use milk caps and just flick them, and you have to flick them over and you win them. But me and my buddy, when we lived in Portland, it was Sunday morning. We were dicking around on Craigslist, and their yard sale had a shitload of Pogs. We're like, let's fucking go. We threw a bunch of beers in the backpack. We walked probably 30 blocks just drinking beers the whole time to go buy Pogs for like $2, and I've had them for, I don't know, almost 10 years now.
What do you do with them?
You play Pogs with them. That's what you do.
What's playing Pogs? I don't know. I don't understand.
So there's the little disc things. You stack them face down, and you get one, and you throw it down, and everyone that flips over, you get to keep. It's like gambling for kids, essentially.
Okay. All right.
So get yard sale. I'm not going to tell that story unless people want to hear that. No, we won't tell that story.
Okay.
She almost 10 years later, she's still mad at me for that. Yeah, big up Stitchy.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking around my room for shit I can be like, hey, look at this thing I have.
Yeah. Well, look at all those beers behind you. Holy crap! When did you make the switch from 40s? I just want to get drunk to I don't care what I have to spend. I want to try this craft beer.
Probably when I moved to Portland, because Portland has a very loose alcohol kind of vibe where you can go on a business lunch and drink a beer then go back to work. It's kind of acceptable.
Right.
So, and then Oregon being one of the leading states of craft beer and one of the leading places in the world of craft beer, it's really easy to go down a rabbit hole of just good beers and finding out what you like.
Right.
So then you can't really see it, but each of these is like 6 to 7 deep. So there's probably 200 cans up there.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly like all of Europe.
So you mentioned hazy earlier. Is hazy a style?
Hazy is a New England style of IPA where.
Okay.
So my buddy Anzi on the Artifacts Discord has a brewer's license, and he tried to explain it to me how they do it. I think at the very end of distilling, they slam a bunch of hops in there, and it makes it fruity tasting.
Okay.
That's probably not true at all, but somehow it ends up fruity tasting, but it's still like 8-9%.
So speaking of fruity tasting, what is your opinion on sours?
I don't like sours.
You don't like sours?
Nope. Not even. I tried one. It was Rogue Combat Wombat, and I didn't like it.
Have you tried Rodenbach Grand Cru?
No, I have not.
I have to tell you, for me, that was the first sour that I tried, and I really liked it. I have tried some sours since then that I was not such a fan of. It's more, it's less like puckering of a sour than some of the other ones that I've had.
Jamie's telling me that hazy is an unfiltered IPA because he just wants to prove me wrong. He wants me to embarrass on stream.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay. Grind and Fool. What is your energy drink of choice?
Straight black coffee. I don't drink energy drinks. They just taste like chemicals to me, and they're gross.
Hmm.
So I don't do
Have
them.
you always taken your coffee black?
Yes, I don't like coffee. I think it tastes like shit, and
Okay.
I think coffee creamer tastes like shit. So I'm just putting shit flavored shit, and I don't like that. So I'll just drink it straight.
So it is all purpose for you, not
Yes.
flavor.
So I'm not. I like, coffee tastes bad enough. I'm not going to throw a bunch of fake vanilla garbage in there and make it taste
Mhm.
worse.
No, I use half and half and stevia. Like you don't have to put like artificial flavors in there. It's okay. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's got a
What's your
purpose.
favorite?
Oh, go
Go
for
ahead.
it. No, you go.
Okay, what's your favorite style of beer then?
Probably hazy.
Okay.
It's got
Okay.
the most, as far as I'm concerned, it's got the most flavor. It doesn't have the punch you in the face hops of double or triple IPAs.
Right.
It's
Right.
They're well rounded, is how I feel. Coffee, beer, not so good. I don't remember if I did the video on it, but I used to do quick beer reviews on YouTube. I would just go, hey, here's a beer, it's good. One of them was a peanut butter stout, and it was,
Uh-huh.
I think the bottle's up there. Yeah, right here.
Oh God, don't crash it down on
It's
stream. That would be
Wild
terrible.
Red Brew Nut Crusher Peanut Butter Porter. And it was, I drank it. I didn't like it. I think I was very nice in the video, but I never put out the video, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
Oh, that was to you. Sorry.
No. That
I
he's
can't answer
tagging
that
me.
question.
No, the question's for you. He's tagging me, so I see it. So,
Ah.
what is your favorite UK record label?
Ooh, it's a toss-up, a three-way toss-up between Renegade Hardware, which I have all my. For some reason, I feel like pointing out that I have all my Renegade Hardwares right there. All my Rams, and then Domsey. What's the label I'm thinking of? Loxy's label. Cylon.
Cylon. Okay. Awesome.
And Outbreak is a really good one too, because Outbreak is Dylan pretty much took the Cylon sound and then just pushed it really hard.
Cool. Okay, I'm just gonna go for some of James Lipton. What's your favorite curse word?
Ooh. Normally, I would say the C word because it's the one that offends everyone. But I've been really into twat lately. Just calling people a twat.
So, the C word, do you use it in sort of the British style? Like it's not a heinous word like it so often is when people use it.
Oh, I try to use it as bad as possible.
So only when you really mean it.
Oh yeah, when like you really want someone to know that you don't like them.
Okay. This is not. There's no camaraderie here. This is absolutely yeah. I love that we're grown adults and we're like the C word, but I for one do not want to risk
keep it classy.
Well, and I don't want to risk getting bunned on Twitch because what am I going to do with my life if I get bunned off of Twitch? Like, who will I talk to?
Yeah, exactly. The F word. I mean, we've been using the F word since we were like 6. It's kind of played out by now. It's like smoking weed. It doesn't have any mystery left to it. You gotta expand your repertoire of terrible words.
Yeah. So
or just replacing words where they shouldn't be, like, oh, what the dick. That's always fun too.
Yes. Especially if it's a mild one, like you replace a really nasty one with a mild one. For some reason, that entertains me.
Absolutely.
Come live with the tent house crew in Texas, Curly. Okay, I have no idea what that means, and it offends me because Texas is involved and I don't know about it. Yeah. What the dickens? That always reminds me. Have you seen a Christmas Story, Beers?
I think I've seen it. Oh wait, TNT plays it 24 hours every year, and I try to watch as much of it every year as I can.
Yes,
I try to go the full 24 hours. I've been watching it ever since I was little. I was, doing that
Yeah.
sarcasm thing at first.
Fudge always makes me think of the changing the
Except,
tire.
except I
Only
didn't say
didn't say
fudge.
fudge. Yes.
What did you say? That's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
And then he
Yes.
rats out his friend, and you can hear the mom beating the shit out of him on the phone.
Yeah. No, yeah. The best part for that one of that one for me is the mom is like, well, he said this, and she goes, he said what? You can hear her like over the phone, and then, but then, Ralphie's mom says, well, do you know where he heard it from? And you hear his mom go, probably from his father, which is, of course, completely accurate. Oh, yes. And Jamie, the classic, even though you misspelled it, I knew what you were talking about. Fragile. It's French. Or Italian. I forget what he said.
Oh, yeah.
He said
it's a major award.
Yeah, a major award.
That is one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's a good one. It was.
So what's fun is Scott Farkas was the little brother from the show Titus, if anyone remembers that show, starring Christopher Titus on Fox in like the late 2000s.
Nice.
For some reason I look up every single thing I watch on IMDb. And I think that they're reruns of Titus, and I'm looking through. I was like, "Holy shit, that's Scott Farkas."
He had yellow eyes. Honest to goodness, yellow eyes. Oh God, we could go off on this for a long time. Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. So, in my family, we have two movies that we have watched so many times that literally we will still watch them anytime we can, and we basically quote the movies along with them. Do you have any movies like that? Ooh. And if so, what are they?
I think for the me and the missus, I want to say Snatch, because even in my chat, if you do ! Degs, it'll bring up all our dogs. Mm-hmm. And then even when I do it, she'll look at me and go, "You like Degs?" I like Degs. And we'll do the whole scene. Oh, dogs. Yeah.
I don't know that movie very well at all. So yeah, I had no idea. I'm sitting here thinking, how could you quote along with that scene with Brad Pitt, where I don't know what language he's speaking, but it's like a Scouser on steroids. It's worse than Welsh.
And yeah, the Brack Show, me and her will text each other and just do quotes from the Brack Show all day long. Ones that we've sent each other hundreds of times, but we still do it, and we still think it's hilarious.
And that's love right there.
Oh yeah, and the story behind that is the drum and bass night that used to be on Wednesdays. When I first got my manager job at retail, I have to be there at 6 a.m. I can't go out, and she would come to my house at like 4 a.m. drunk and high, and I would hear her just laughing along to cartoons, and it was the Brack Show. So that's like our show, and I just remember just hearing my new girlfriend drunk and high in the other room by herself laughing at TV.
That's so cute.
10 years later, we're still laughing about it.
How long have you guys been married, you and Jenna?
Ooh, we had this question today, and she yelled at me because I got it wrong.
5
years.
5 years. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's going to be 6 in July.
But you've been together since
2011.
2011? Yeah. And it was like, was it basically from that July 4th on? That was it? It was go?
Oh yeah. 7 in July. I don't believe you, but I'll just pretend you're right. No, 2014. She's probably right. Fuck. So I'm going to go on record and say 7.
Just say she's right. Just do that. 5 years is long enough for you to know that by now.
No, it's not.
Go with it. Go with it.
I'm doing the best I can.
Man, aren't we all? That is the subtitle for 2020 as well. There's many subtitles, but one of them is definitely I'm doing the best I can.
Oh yeah.
Ellis is going to make up the sofa for you.
We have an amazingly comfortable couch. And when you have 3 dogs that all sleep in the bed, I spend a lot of time on the couch. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you have shared pictures on more than one occasion of the sleeping situation in your bed, and I cannot figure out how you get in there.
Very awkward and Tetris-like when I have to like twist and do weird shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dogs and
yeah, see, Detroit Jimmy knows what's up. He just said that at his 5th year anniversary, they figured out it was their 6th year anniversary. So it's
when you're on the same page, and you've both done it. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
that's
and Jamie just said our dogs have an amazing king-sized Tempur-Pedic bed. I have about that much.
Yeah, yeah. That's why my dog did not sleep in the bed with me. One, she was an amazing hog of the queen size bed, and also she ran in her sleep like she was actually running. So I could never sleep.
And you had a pit, didn't you?
I did.
And did she do the thing where she just pushes nonstop? Because that's what they do in their sleep for some reason.
She fully ran. Like to the point there were multiple nights that she woke me up because she's running so hard that her legs are kicking her crate and the whole crate is like shaking and making noise. And speaking of my dog, anyone here that is a sub, the little doggy that's next to your name, that is my dog. That's my Pebbles.
Dorsey, I thought of doing that, but we have too many animals.
Yeah,
and how would you pick one, right? I don't have that many emotes unlocked yet.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
But yeah, our pit, she runs in her sleep, she snores, she farts, and then just randomly she just fully sprawls out. I think just to tell you that she's there.
Yeah. Has your pit ever woken herself up with a fart? Because Pebbles freaked herself out with a fart once. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like she farts and she turns really quick. Like, what was that?
Oh yeah.
What was that
and
noise?
Then she'll wake the other dogs up and they're all staring around looking.
Okay, I have to ask. You know the I Need Your Lovin' remix that everyone's playing right now that's on vinyl? No Use for Anger has it. He plays it every Sunday. It's kind of a dark version of it might not even be a remix. It might just be they took the same sample and used it. Well, if you don't know it, then if you don't know it, then the question might be kind of moot. There's a noise in it that sounds like a smoke detector going off. And I always wonder if my dog would freak out if she heard it.
Domsy said it's a new remix.
It's a new remix, yeah. It's cool.
I'd have to hear it. I can
hear it in my head, but
I'm going to do my homework and find out what that sound is.
There you go. It sounds like a smoke detector. Every single time, I am like, oh shit, it's just this fucking track.
I would ask Ketch what song it is, but he probably doesn't know.
Oh my God. It's 8:58. Holy shit.
Oh,
we gotta get moving. We gotta raid into Man Like Deep.
Who's
okay. Right. Who's that guy? Beers. Thank you so much for being here, for taking the time to chat with me. This has been so much fun. This is exactly what I wanted.
My monitors are here and my camera's up there, so I'm staring down the entire stream.
I haven't looked at you most of the stream because I look at my camera instead because I'm trying. But yeah.
So, and for some reason, I still feel like I should make eye contact for the people that aren't there, but I need to read what they're saying.
Yes. You know what, though? You did very well. You said you weren't going to do that because that it would distract you, but you've done quite well with it.
Hooray.
So yeah, thank you. Your next stream is on Friday?
No, we're going away Friday, so I'm going to do it tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific. We're doing house, 2-step garage, breaks. Fun stuff.
Awesome.
Domsy's favorite. Domsy came in one day and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And he was out pretty quick. No truck talk. I'll talk about my truck if people want me to. I love my truck.
Nope. We only have 1 minute left. We're not going to do that.
It's a Ram 3500 mega cab.
I'm not surprised by that. Like, you would love Texas. You would fit right in.
It's on 35-inch tires with the 4-inch lift.
So if you guys want to talk to Beers more outside of chat, please check out his Discord, which I just put a link up for that. Beers, thank you for being here. Jenna, thank you for running tech support. And I love you guys. Thanks everyone who's tuned in. You're all fabulous.
Technically, Jimmy, I do need that because we have a 35-foot fifth wheel, so I need something that can pull it. I don't need a 4-inch lift, but I do need a diesel truck. Big up Domsy, Reflux, Grinding Fool, Kitty, everyone else who's still in here. Sorry to cut you off.
Yes. No, that's okay. All right, guys, I'm going to start the raid. Let's see. I'm still not great at this raid thing. I am not going to lie. Okay, so we're going to raid into Man Like Deep because, you know.
can either type it into your chat or go to your stream manager and just hit the raid channel button.
Awesome. Okay, it looks like it's working. Let's see if it goes now. Okay, it's working. Guys, we're going to go to our outro. Next show is on the 29th with the West Dub. You probably don't know him. He is an old friend of mine from Dallas. He's hilarious. He's smart. He has lots and lots and lots of cool stories. I think you guys will definitely enjoy hearing from him. And I know I'm going to enjoy hanging out with him. So, Beers, thanks again. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Festivus, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I love you guys so much.
On and then just dump him midstream while he's talking.
Next time. That's what we'll do. Okay, everybody. I'm going to put on the outro. Love you. Take care. See y'all next time.